of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Nikola Vucevic has a new role on the Bulls. He said, in Orlando, everything was going through me. Now there are more guys who can score, so I try to do other things to help the team, like passing and rebounding and screening. When you have so much talent around you, you have to adjust. There are many ways you can impact the game. Kevin, you are impacting this broadcast. Back to you.
You are too, DA. Thank you so much. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey. Smith is out there with Levine, and it's Vucevic, and it's Ball in at the point. And for the Heat, Rain Man is out there with Chris Anderson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Adebayo in at center. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening game that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, when we started the season with back-to-back wins, and the team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
And it's Chicago to start out. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Smith finds Vucevic. Rebound by the Heat. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Anderson against Giddey. Anderson's shot is off.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And here are the Heat now.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Smith's shot is good.
And Giddey with a little giddy up on that pass.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And they pick up 2. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Now, here's Ball. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet, only 1 of 4 from the field.
Levine wide open, and that one no good to start him off on the night.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And it's Rain Man missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And it's the Heat with the ball. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Rain Man with the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Levine. Inside. Here's ball. It's deflected. Outside Butler. Lets it go from the wing. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. To the left side wing. There's Ball with the three. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
Here's Ray, and he overshot that one, missing. The Bulls leading by 3. Levine.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Second personal foul.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Now at the line, 2.
The first one falls. Some changes for Chicago. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Smith. Chris Duarte comes in for Josh Giddey. And it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. He's checked in for Miami.
This dance team in the NBA, your Miami Heat dancers.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. White, he's checked in for Levine.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Kobe White.
Here's Dosunmu. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Anderson. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Ray. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Rain Man with the bucket. Rain Man's got 8 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here is Chicago. Pass to Vucevic. Williams trying to break free. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
He misses the free throw.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
the second free throw, good. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
Here's Dosunmu. After the Heat pick up 2. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Anderson with the ball. Williams picks him up. Oh!
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Here's White. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Dosunmu. From deep. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Rose. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Passes it to White. Now here's Dosunmu. Here's Vucevic. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
1 second.
And Rose, an absolute assassin when he strings together moves like that.
Tipped away. Here's Dosunmu. The pass to Vucevic. The shot, no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-5 run. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Time to turn up the heat with your very own Miami.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
So for Chicago right now, we've got ball. Zach LaVine is out there with Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And the first one at the line is good.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about LaVine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
And LaVine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside, ball. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. He hits it from 9.
Lonzo
Ball's got 5.
Alonso showing more and more he has the ability to stay consistent with that kind of shot.
Here's Ray. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Vucevic finds Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Giddey. Tries from 10. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Defenders don't think that Giddey has that kind of shake to his game. I like it when he shows this kind of flash.
Rain Man with the bucket. Rain Man's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Giddey, the pass to Smith. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Unloads from 13. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. There's Ball with the 3, and that comes off the assist by Levine.
Three-pointer.
Now just a 1-point Heat lead. Here's Rain Man. Giddey defending. Rain Man with the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Levine kicks the ball. Levine against Rose. From downtown, Levine's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself with so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Rose, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Zach Levine.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first. Some changes for Chicago. Williams comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Chris Duarte subbed in for Josh Giddey.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there. I think it really does elevate his teammates. That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Ray. Duarte grabs the board.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Chicago.
Bulls substitution. Ayo Dosunmu.
For 3, Levine. That one misses. And Miami the other way now.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
The Heat have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Ball's knocked loose. Ray the pass to Rose. Rain Man with the bucket. Rain Man's got 22 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Dosunmu. The 3-pointer no good. Miami leading by 4. The kick out to Anderson. Driving in and finished off by Anderson.
And how about the attitude of Anderson there? Whenever he gets room to take off, he is going to capitalize with the throwdown.
1:12 left to play here in the half. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Chicago making a switch here. White's checked in. .109 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Levine passes it Duarte. And the rejection by Love.
Well, how about that? Kevin Love getting up and making a statement block there.
Outside, Levine goes up again. Count that one. And 11 points for Zach Levine.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
In textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. He's all alone. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And here are the Bulls now. 8-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And Adebayo throws it down.
You try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
And Adebayo sends it back. The pass to Ray. Over White. And there's another one for the Heat.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And we finished one half of basketball. Heat out front. They finish off the second quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami.
And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. Just a great first half from them, especially the second quarter. They're up 12. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially defensively. It's taken a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Right now, they're shooting in the low 30s from the outside. In today's style of perimeter offense, that's not enough to force the defense to expand. They have to work on getting better quality shots.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Anderson, and it's Rain Man, and it's Rose in at the small forward. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
And it's Smith missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
First team foul.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Anderson.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Levine.
Adebayo just playing hard on defense, contesting shots and staying active. That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Levine. And Miami calls their first timeout of the game.
Miami calls timeout. We want to see you get loud. We've got t-shirts. Thanks. Your Heat Youth Dance Team. Make some noise one more time for your Heat Youth Dancers.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Ray, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Heat have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their games when those critiques become personal.
So it's Miami now. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. And stolen by Giddey. Here's Dosunmu. Yep, that one goes.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right to it.
Oh!
Yeah.
The burst, the tight handles, all of it makes Derrick Rose one tough cover defensively.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Dosunmu. There's the dish to Smith. Passes it to Dosunmu. To the paint. That's in, and the Miami lead has cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Vucevic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Rose, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Chicago making some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Smith. Chris Duarte comes in for Josh Giddey. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
And it's Rose penetrating, and he gets it to go. Rose has got 7 now in this quarter.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
The pass to White. Knocks it loose. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And finished off by Rose.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over a game.
Bulls trailed by 17. Dosunmu, the pass Duarte. Here's Dosunmu. Outside White. From the top of the key. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 36 points for Rain Man.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
White, good.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Here's Rose. Pass to Hawkes. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Ray. Count that bucket. Rain Man's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Timeout called, the Bulls. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He's making them pay.
Your Miami Heat answer.
Phillips, he's checked in for the Bulls. Zach LaVine comes in for Dosunmu. Here's Duarte. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Vucevic missing. The Heat leading by 19 points. And it's Rose penetrating. Pass to Hawkes. Back to Adebayo. Here's Rain Man. And then jammed down as he goes right over to Vucevic.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. LaVine finds Vucevic. Here's Duarte. He's guarded by Adebayo. Duarte passes to LaVine. The Bulls with another miss. And here's Miami. They're on a 15-6 run. And Rose throws it down home.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it down.
Here's Vucevic, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Heat out front, delivering the blowouts. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Zach LaVine all out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Smith, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Good work there as it goes. Rose has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the middle, Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by LaVine.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Ray, and another basket for Miami.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. And when he does that, this guy can dominate.
Anderson dishes to Rose. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Rose has got 23.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Vucevic, it's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Got that one up quick. 44 points for Rain Man.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And Vucevic kicks to Smith. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Ball's running. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Ray, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
As hot as he's getting, they have to plan on bringing the double team every time he touches it.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. They've knocked them down.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, LaVine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Adebayo passes to Ray. And he goes in for the dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. For Chicago, they've gotten it done so far for the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Time called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
Here's Ball. Fires from the line. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Bulls have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. Oh, that was something else.
The effortless vertical of Levine. It gets off the ground with such ease on those throwdowns.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Ball surveying the defense. Rebound by Rain Man. Rain Man's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And good! There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Hero.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
Now at the line,
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rain Man.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Yep, it counts. Rain Man's got 57 points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Chicago, Javon Carter, 2.
That one is off. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. With the drive.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, D-Rose. The energy of this crowd, these fans, the chemistry, how does that give you a boost?
Oh, it's been great. You know, when we're on the bench, we're going crazy for the first 5. I mean, when I'm on the bench, I go crazy for the first 5. And whenever I sub in the game, I try to get the energy of the crowd, and it's been fantastic.
Well, Derek, you played off of it tonight, man. Great performance. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
presentation of the NBA.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Allie, take it away.
Well, Bam Adebayo grew up with his mom in a single-wide trailer. He said, quote, "I watched her struggle, and as I got older, I started thinking she doesn't deserve this. My whole devotion became getting her out of that trailer." And Brian, with this max extension in 2020, he said, quote, "Knowing that she's set for life is such a stress reliever."
Great story, Allie. Thanks. Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that had some turnover or coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Al Horford. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And for Miami, we've got Kevin Love. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Rain Man in at the point. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Pass to Horford. Up top, Brown. Adebayo with the rejection. He's covered by Holiday. And he goes in for the dunk.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's Brown. Knocked away. Here's Porzingis. Holiday lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. Think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, B.A., yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
Boston with the ball, following the bucket by the Heat. Now Adebayo. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Pritchard's checked in for Boston.
Checking in for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard.
On defense, the Heat. Pass to Love, and stolen by Brown. Knocks it loose. Here's Rain Man. Now Love. Outside Butler. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Boston has possession. It's Brown on the wing. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jumper for two.
Well, the mid-range is something Jaylen Brown entered the NBA with. He looks very comfortable in that spot.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Pritchard. They swipe it.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here. Timeout called. The Celtics. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Rose has checked in for Love. Tillman's checked in for Boston.
Miami Heat dancer.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the paint. And he lays it up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start, giving up high.
Oh! Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise, it's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Some changes for Boston. Primo, he's checked in for Tatum. Springer comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's White in for Pritchard. Boston trailing. Poke loose. Now here's White. The D's right on him. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Rose. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
With their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And that one falls for Rose.
Derrick Rose, to me, is a guy who everyone roots for now. The former MVP, think about how his career path was altered by injuries, but this story is one of perseverance.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Rain Man, that's good. He's got 11.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And about Derrick Rose, how can you not respect the passion he has for this game, Doris?
Almost unmatched, B.A. He's been with a few teams, and every time he gives everything he has to win it. This is not the ultra superstar that he was at the beginning of his career when he won that MVP, but he's still highly productive.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Springer. And he drives in. And he buries his first look. The Heat with the lead. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Here's Rayman. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Third team foul. Now at the line, if a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this.
A minute 15 left in the first. Pass to Horford. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Shooting for Boston.
When you think about Al Horford at his best, he is one of the league's most versatile big men. This guy is a very strong passer. He can defend across positions.
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved. It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
One more time for your Heat Youth Dancers.
That's good from Horford.
Guys, I know we've discussed this many times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value. This guy is a terrific player and a pro's pro.
And it's good. 2 points. Rose has got 7.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Tillman. And he slams it in one-handed.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. The Celtics have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Outside White. Inside. The ball's knocked loose.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert traffic.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot goes. Give him 8.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Rayman. Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Primo. Again, Boston.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Heat out in front, up by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Springer in at the shooting guard. Now here's Rose. Tight defense on him. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4. Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
First team foul.
Outside Tatum. Back to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Rose grabs the board.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Pass to Porzingis. Unloads from 13. He can't hit that time. And Miami will go the other way with it. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
This team downed them in last year's conference finals, ultimately ending their championship dreams.
Some changes for Boston. Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Primo comes in for Springer. And it's White in for Pritchard. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Knocked loose. White finds Brown. Here's Primo. White on the wing. Shoots from 14. Rain Man grabs the board.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Boston shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. To the inside. To the middle. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. The Celtics making a switch here. Holiday is checked in.
What has to excite you about Jason Tatum is how consistently he puts work into perfecting his craft. His idol is Kobe Bryant. He is a guy that wants to continue and will work to get better.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Ooh, poked away. Tillman's checked in for Primo. Timeout called the Celtics. Doris Tatum has already accomplished so much early on in his career.
Yeah, but you get the sense this guy is nowhere near finished. Jason Tatum is a guy who wants to be seen as an all-time great when his career is said and done. He is someone you can count on to give you everything he's got.
A good look from Horford. Drops one in from the wing. Horford's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this guy's got such big-time mobility for a big man. Al Horford specializes in finding the gaps in the defense. Nice catch and shoot.
Rain Man, that's good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Holiday. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Rose.
Oh, my God. Look out below. We're going to put that one on the highlight reel because when you're ranking the best ball handlers in the league, Rose's name is going to be mentioned.
The Celtics have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Outside White.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Here's Rain Man. He's covered by Holiday. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Springer, he's checked in for White. Here's Holiday. And it's in there. Holiday's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Here's Rain Man. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And the Heat lead by 16. Horford outside. On the wing, Tatum. That's tipped. Butler with a steal. And there's the lob. Pass to Adebayo. Snatched away. In transition. Here's Tatum. Hangs in the air. Denied by Adebayo.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area. Showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
Some changes for Boston. Porzingis comes in for Tillman. And Pritchard is subbed in for Springer. From 10 feet away. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got his second basket on the night.
Once Jason Tatum has the ball in his hands in the painted area, this guy will power through. He'll put it up and over you if necessary. He knows how to score it.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Primo comes in for Holiday. "20 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Rayman. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Tipped away. And so it's the Miami Heat, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Back to the game after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
To be honest, them getting killed on the glass is like this is a little embarrassing, showing no physicality, a lack of heart. This is when fans start to feel that now. Me too, and the team doesn't seem to care as much as they other team. They don't care, I don't care. I'm out of here.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Time to turn up the heat.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Bam Adebayo. Derrick Rose is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Rain Man in at the 1. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Back to Brown. Pass to Horford. 13 feet out. Denied by Adebayo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Horford outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Pass to Tatum. Down low. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
Outside for Butler. Rose up top. He's covered by Holiday. And down it goes. 2 points. Rose has got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Tillman's checked in for Boston.
Celtic substitution. Xavier Tillman.
Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Knocked away. Holiday passes to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Here he goes. He can't get it to go. And Miami will go the other way with it. Outside for Butler. Over Tatum. And the shot is good off the backboard. Butler's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, the defensive effort was there. Jimmy Butler just adept at making shots under pressure.
And they're running. Here's Holiday. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Butler passes to Adebayo. Rose with it. He's covered by Holiday. Clock at 6. Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 15.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
That was another look at our mobile one drive of the game just a moment ago.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Tillman. Hauser comes in for Horford. Springer, he's checked in for Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Tries to save it. Pritchard, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Rain Man, that's good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense. That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Gatiss checked in for Cornette, and it's Primo in for White.
Josh Primo.
That's tipped. Fast break Miami. Here's Butler. Pass to Rain Man. And he dunks it down.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Springer. Inside, Primo. Right wing. They need this. The offensive rebound. Queta gets the bucket.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
.133 left in the third quarter. Shot's good by Anderson. 6 points for him.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Count the basket.
Peyton Pritchard.
Here's Rain Man. He's got 44. Good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Springer. Takes one from 10 feet. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Some changes for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Queta. And it's Brown in for Pritchard. The Celtics have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Rain Man. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Springer to the paint. Hauser, and it's good for 2.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Rain Man, and Porzingis with the block. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open. And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so. Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And so it's the Miami Heat in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Luke Cornette out there with Xavier Tillman. Then it's Derek White, and it's Springer in at the 2 spot. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Throws it up high, loses his grip, clanks the lob. And for the Celtics, they're shooting the rock at 58%. Pass to Springer. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past.
Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
Oh, they get a hand on it, and it's stolen by Rose. Tipped. Here's Springer, guarded by Rose.
Wow, nice anticipation from Jimmy Butler. Send it back, sir.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Some changes for Boston. Cadis checked in for Cornette. Jason Tatum comes in for Springer. And Pritchard is subbed in for White.
Peyton Pritchard.
Hounded by Tatum. And there's the basket. And the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one.
Now at the line, if a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown. 1.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Rebounded by the Celtics. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Pulls up for three. Pritchard gets it to go.
Peyton Pritchard. 3 points.
And Grant, you played on a Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, B.A., I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players in the back end of their careers.
And it's Butler with the jam.
So much of that was the timing. Butler finishing, as you might expect from this guy.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Primo, guarded by Rose. Shoots from 12. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Rain Man. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Boston has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Pass to Primo. Tatum against Butler. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Here's Rain Man. Deflected. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Primo.
For Miami, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Rain Man. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
Shots good by Anderson.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Rain Man. And again, it's Miami converting.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Heat.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Rain Man.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Queta pulls it in.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Heat foul. 5th personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for Boston.
The first one falls.
Cornet. 2.
That one misses.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Now here's Butler. He's covered closely. Blows the alley-oop. There's 18 seconds left to play in the 4th. Pass to Cornet. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's stolen. Here's Springer. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They did. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.